Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Floated through. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, this looks sharp. Pelé. And the counter is on. Pelé proves just a little bit too strong. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brazil! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Gol marcado para o Brasil. Aos 12 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador camisa 9.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pelé. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Hazard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Best, very much a man of this moment. Pelé. Rijkaard. It's Van Dijk. And it's Piqué to Thuram. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Now Van Dijk. Brazil currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Pinches it off him. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Not a lot we need to say about that. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Thuram chooses to go cross-field. Rijkaard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the ball is out of play. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. And a shot! Messi! From another planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. What a delicious goal, stroked in, and the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corinthians have their second corner now. Cruyff with the short one. And here's Cruyff. Now it's Rodri. Tries to cross. And that's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Hazard. This looks promising. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. Piqué is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Messi. And they've got a throw. Hazard. Vieira clears. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Brazil are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Rijkaard. Pelé, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Rodri. Can he get it through? Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pings it across. He leaps for it! Not a bad try by any means. So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short. Oh, super ball! Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corinthians get their fourth corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's Thuram. Pele, and this is Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! Corinthians are back in business. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Shot could be on. Rodri. Now it's Gullit. Messi. Tries to play it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Corinthians clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi. He's having a pop! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's hoisted clear. Gullit. Great vision. Gullit in acres of space out wide. Good read, needed to be. Rijkaard. Pele. And it's Vieira. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Knocks it out wide. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Best. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Pele! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Pele on a strong run here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pele. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well timed, excellent interception. So just one extra minute for stoppages. Roberto Carlos. And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
And he's forced to go back. Played back into the centre. Vieira. Nicely spread. Now it's Foden. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. That was travelling. And that's been won straight back. Thuram. Adams. And it's Rijkaard, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries one from range. That's got it rattled.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the keeper beats it away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Rijkaard. Lovely ball and a real... Olise! Goal! Milan! And we have liftoff! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Foden, and he's had it nicked away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cannavaro.
Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Here's Cannavaro. Van Dijk. Zanetti. Rijkaard. And it's Thuram. Olise. Played into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
He won't be happy with that one. Look at the space, and he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And he welcomes it in. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's burst through. He No, not quite. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Vieira. That is lovely. Messi. Oh, sweet feet. And the ball is out of play. Thuram cuts it out. Foden. Mbappe. This is promising. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Off target by a whisker. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And here's Yamal. Schneider, and they can counter here. Opts for safety. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, can they get him away? Foden. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's delightful. And he's picked it up out wide. That's tidy. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cruyff. That's a good ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Adams. And it's Roberto Carlos.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That's very neat. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Schneider, he's through on goal here. Now that is commitment to the cause. Milan have their second corner now. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now a sudden chance to... And there's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Schneider is offering a right smile there.
Milan have their third corner. Oh, can he finish? Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Milan find a position of real strength now. Mbappe. And here's Cruyff. Knocks it out wide. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great... He's going for goal! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Van Bauten. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, cracking ball, showing good feet. There's the shot! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw. And they are right back within touch. He gave it plenty and some, crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Brazil may be down, but not out just yet. Cannavaro.
Camisa 25, camisa
Van Dijk.
19, camisa 10,
Thuram.
camisa 21.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Strong running down that left flank. Driven in. Deftly away. Tries to pass it through, and he whips it in. Cleared without hesitation. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well read, nice interception. Mohamed Salah under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Zola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider. Rijkaard. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Azar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele. Zola. Mohamed Salah. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Cannavaro has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Zanetti shapes to shoot, and that's in. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played.
And that will be it. Brazil suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the end. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta.
And the finish! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's been cut out, well played. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Bellingham.
That's good play from him.
Great vision. Batistuta. And this is Ribery. Shoots! In he goes again!
Barcelona would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Roberto Carlos and Azar. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is a great pick out. It's Pele! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now it's Pele, over to the right flank, foot in, and he's opted for the long pass. And it's Azar. Now it's Pele. Oh, sweet chance! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Pele. That is good alertness. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cruyff. Now it's Pele. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! Yes! And he is just ripping it up. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? Ribery providing an outlet on that flank. It's a good run down the right. He's got away.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, this looks sharp. McAllister. Bellingham. That's destined for the flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar, who is rarely short on confidence. Vieira. And it's Azar. And this is Pele. Best. And the shot! It's a goal! they're threatening to fly away here. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Brazil are having a ball here. Now it's Hazard, and the through ball, and this is chance, surely! It's in! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Hazard. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not the most accurate pass. It's not an especially good pass, that. Messi, he has found the way through, and he's been shifted off it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Beckham. Batistuta receives it in a good position here. And it's half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Brazil have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position.
Teremos uma substituição.
And we get things going again. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Pele, now it's Cruyff. Messi in acres of space out wide. Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. Can he get it through?
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And this is Pele. Hazard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Costa Curta plays it forward. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, no, what has happened here? And he's managed to... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Pele, Hazard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Van Dalton. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's looking wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Neymar. And they're back on the ball again.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin along.